This is the 2025 Brewtubers Online Brewers Club Malt Experiment, Amber Ale. Thanks to our sponsors. 5 Star Chemicals. Check out their new online straight-to-consumer homebrew shop where you can buy everything from Star San and line cleaner to the new liquid PBW that can be used at temperatures as low as 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Check out their online store at 5starchemicals.com/home-brewing. Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Supply Store. A local homebrew shop in Danvers, Massachusetts. Order any malt they offer in any quantity you want, and if you order before 11 a.m., they'll package your items and ship out the very same day. Visit the store at www.beer-wine.com. Let's get tasting.
This time, we're going to review Kurt's beer from Fermentation Adventures. Kurt chose to use Sinamar.
All right, we are in season 2 of our Brewtubers experiment reviews.
Season 2.
And we're doing something a little different this time. This is our first review. But on the YouTube, it's going to be our second review. And the reason I want to do that is this one is called Sort of a Baseline. It's from Kurt. And he's got, what he did for his malt is 2 ounces of Sinamar, which may add some flavor, we'll find out, but I think it's just going to add color. That was kind of the intent. So I thought it would be good to try this one first, even though it's not the first review that we're posting. It'll be the first review that we do, because the first review that we post is going to be mine, which has Griffin malt, and that I think may have the strongest flavor profile, and we don't want to start off with that.
Nope.
So that's the intent there. But this one, it's the recipe, since we haven't talked about it. It's got mostly 2-row, some Norris Gold, a little bit of caramel malt, and some Munich and Victory malt on there, just a little bit to add a little bit of breadiness to it. But it's supposed to be an amber beer, and if you just do that beer, it's not an amber beer. It's going to be light in color. So that's what we're doing, is we're adding malt to add some color to it. And this one should be the closest to the base recipe that there is. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Ready to pour it? Okay. Nice foam on there. I'll come back. Just got to make sure. Here we go. Good head in there. And you've got the Brewtubers glass, and I have the Gamdud glass, because I don't have a glass from Kurt. So I have to use Billy's glass. All right, that about even, you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so first, what do you think of the color? It's crystal clear.
Yeah, that's what I noticed first.
Kurt does a good job with his beers. All of the beers that I've received from him are perfect. It's a beautiful beer. It looks very clean. What do you smell?
It smells
Oh, it
almost
smells
sweet.
good. I smell some malt sweetness.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nice. This smells like an amber beer.
All right, you ready?
Okay, cheers. All right. What do you taste?
Why are you asking me first like I'm the qualified beer judge? No, I'm kidding.
I'm curious. What do you taste out of it?
I taste some sweetness to it.
Yeah, the Sinamar is not supposed to add any flavor. I might be getting something out of it. It's because none of the other stuff in the recipe really, and hopefully the chiller isn't overwhelming on the audio, but I get a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's. It could be the hops that's adding just the bitterness. It's not a fruitiness at all, but
See, I definitely notice, like, I can say for sure the sweetness is malt. I know that much.
it's definitely malt forward for sure.
Yeah, but like the slightly bitter aftertaste is like hoppy. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's good. It's got a good support from the hops, but it's definitely a malty beer. I taste the Munich in there. Yeah, it could be. It could be just from the ale yeast that we used. Is just the slight fruity character I get from it. Seems more from a fermentation fruitiness, you know.
I think I'll have more to say the more beers I try and like I'll.
I'm
taste
sure
the
you'll have a
differences.
lot to say the more beers you try.
Yeah, you can say that again.
But yeah, I think, with the way the recipe was made, adding the Sinamar, I think does make this a pretty classic amber ale. Maybe a little bit cleaner, but it's malt forward. It's
I'll agree with that opinion actually, because with an amber ale, I usually the ones I've tried are a little bit more hoppier.
yeah, well, it shouldn't be. This is
This one
the
shouldn't be, right?
maltiness level that I would expect for amber.
Well-
In fact, if it were less malty and more hop forward, I don't think it would be appropriate.
Well, it's entirely possible that the last amber I tried was not made to the style it should have been.
That's very possible.
You're the beer judge, not me.
Yeah, but that doesn't make me a good beer judge.
Well, I mean, more qualified than me, who is not.
No, but I think it's definitely well executed. I love the color. It tastes really clean.
Yeah.
The more I taste this, there's a little bit of fruitiness, just my perception, fruitiness from the ale yeast. I'm not picking up anything that I don't think I'm picking up anything from the Sinamar. I think if I were to pick something up from it, just in what I've read about it, maybe I'd pick up some chocolate or some roastiness or something, but I'm not picking that up. He only used 2 ounces though. So I think it's only adding color and really, really nothing else.
Overall, I liked the beer.
Let me make sure we're still recording here because I'm worried that we're not.
The audio is.
The audio is. Here, look at this. Okay, we are still recording. Good. That's scary.
That would have been a nightmare.
Yeah, I'd have to call Kurt and say, hey, can you send me another beer?
Or you would have had to put a still image and say, sorry, the camera cut out, technical
Yeah.
difficulties.
Yeah, we are still recording. So, for the first beer, I think this is a good start. Oh, you're done with your beer already. Look at that. Here I am talking.
I was
and you
done
already finished.
halfway through.
Yeah, you chugged your beer before you even had a sip. So, again, well done, beer, Kurt. We're supposed to rate these. I'm not going to necessarily rank them, but what I will do is I'm going to, and I think you should too, for picking out the malt that's used, what would it be appropriate for? And I think this is very appropriate for an amber ale.
I'll agree.
I think for this recipe, it adds some color. Very little else was very little amount, and it added a lot more color than I would expect for 2 ounces. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
If you want to add some color to a beer but not really influence the taste, maybe that would be a good one. Or if you're gonna do like a really dark lager or something like that, maybe this would be a really good malt for that. If I were doing a barley wine or something, then it probably wouldn't add as much flavor to it. I don't know. But for the amber, I think it was definitely appropriate. I think for the style, it'll probably be one of the better ones. Just
Yeah.
just because it fits the profile and added some color without adding much more. But we'll see what the other ones are.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So that's the first one. We'll move on to my beer next, which will be the first video that we post. But I wanted to start with this one. Cheers.
Cheers.